Eyes on Corruption, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN presents Eyes on Corruption, a weekly x-ray of social and political issues. Eyes on Corruption, an expose on issues that bother on corruption-related practices in Nigeria. Eyes on Corruption, informative, educative, and enlightening. Eyes on Corruption, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Join us on our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website, gcsdn.org. Host, J. Ehizefua Ohali.
Hello, good day. This is the program Eyes on Corruption, and today's topic is Nigeria in reverse gear, currency on the free fall, and leaders are clueless. What is the solution? My name is Jay Hizifor Ohale, your regular host on the program Eyes on Corruption, a program that is brought to you under the auspices of the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. And we are reaching you live from multiple social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, our website, gcsdn.org. It's a program where we x-ray socio-political issues that border on corruption and corruption-related practices in our nation, Nigeria, all in the bid to salvage our nation from the hands and the stronghold of political thugs and criminals. Welcome to the program. Like, share, and of course, be our guest in subsequent broadcasts and put in your suggestions and comments. In recent times, we have experienced so many unimaginably terrible situations in our country, Nigeria, and these situations call for a concerted effort by all reasonable and passionate people to wade into it in an effort to halt the situation that are bedeviling our nation. We have been faced with so many unforgettable situations like insecurity of lives and properties, where the government of the day is incapacitated in protecting the lives and properties of the citizens. We'll be faced with monumental fraud and corruption, thievery in public places, whereby even the custodian of the treasury of the country is alleged to have pilfered the treasury. We were also faced with situations whereby political candidates, political players, the political class dole out thousands of dollars to buy delegates and to woo people to support them in their criminal bid to arrest and clinch power at all cost. We've also been faced with the shameful and despicable act whereby the educational situation in the country has been grounded to a halt by the irresponsibility of the government and subsequent governments, as well as the current government, where they pay lip service to education but do nothing to better the lots of the students and the teachers. A case in point where the Academic Staff Union of Universities, the umbrella body of all teachers in the universities and professors, engage in perennial strike actions due to insensitivity of the government to honor the agreement they hard together, all in the bid to strengthen the educational sector and make education, which is the bedrock of every nation, the pride of the world. We're also faced with kidnapping, banditry, wanton loss of lives and properties in the hands of the kidnappers who are known to have been groomed and funded by the political class that were desperate in winning the election. We also faced with a situation whereby a Christian was accused of blasphemy and mobbed to death by her own colleagues and classmates in the school in the north. These and all other issues will be explained in course of this. In the course of this program, we've also decided to look at the situation of the currency of the nation that has engaged in the free fall. Almost on a daily basis, it crumbles to an all-time low. The next day, it's even getting to a lower level from the all-time low. It is so disheartening. We also noticing the fact that the government of the day has borrowed to the extent that the nation does not even have the capacity to service its loans and debts anymore. Not to talk of an imminent situation where we might be facing inability of the government to pay workers' salaries at the end of the month, meet their maturing daily obligations, but they will never have scarcity of funds to pay the largesse and the frivolous and humongous and bogus allowances and salaries of the legislators and all other of their retinue of staff. We've never had it this bad. Today, Nigeria is in reverse gear, currency on the free fall, and leaders are clueless to these mounting problems in the nation. The only honorable thing for these leaders are just to honorably resign and leave power for those that have the capacity and skills to take the nation to an El Dorado. All hope is not lost. What is the solution to these problems? Nigeria is in reverse gear. The currency is on a free fall. Leaders are clueless. What is our solution? The solution lies in the nation, the citizens, the youths, the market women, the traders, and for the students. Take the bull by the horn, get your voter's card, and make a loud statement to reverse this trend. Nigeria must be savaged from the hands of the thieves and the political criminals that we have as leaders. Don't get me wrong, we still have some very good and responsible leaders, but these are very few, and we need to support these people to ensure that justice, fairness, equity prevail in our land, to ensure that those who do not have any business in leading others will not flaunt themselves with their ill-gotten wealth and impose themselves on the nation, a nation of over 200 million citizens, with their citizens making waves in every part of the globe. Why is it that when it comes to leadership in our nation, we are bereft of good leaders? We are bereft of responsible leaders. Even those that are perceived to be good, When they get to the throne, when they get to the seat of power, it is a different ball game. What is this that is happening to our nation? The most populous black nation in the world, the most populous black nation in the world is being ruled by crooks, being ruled by people without character, people without integrity, people who want to steal and loot, all for the sake of looting, without anything to show for the humongous debts we are thrown into. This nation is indebted up to the tune of over $30 billion as we speak today. Our national reserve has been depleted. Borrowing has reached an all-time high. The citizens need to do something about this. We must not continue like this. Our nation deserves better leaders than what we have all gotten right from independence. We have people who can do it. It is not rocket science. We have good, competent leaders. What is going on? The nation is on the free fall, grinding to a halt. Must we allow this nation to perish? Must we allow this nation to grind to a halt? Why our citizens are making waves in every part of the globe? Is this the Nigeria we hoped for? The past generations have failed us. These generations have failed us. We must not fail the next generation so that we'll be able to bequeath a good and virile nation to our children and our children's children. Passivity will not solve anything. Passivity will not provide any solution. All hands must be on deck to enable us stem this tide. Nigeria is gradually grinding to a halt. Kidnappers are being rewarded. Bandits are being rewarded by states. Nigerian government has borrowed so much from the international community, and these funds find their way into the hands of the terrorists by way of ransom. Yes, and who is going to pay these debts? Who is going to pay these debts? China has loaned Nigeria so much money. Who is going to pay these debts? Nigeria is in reverse gear, currency on the free fall, leaders are clueless. What is the solution? Let me know what your take on this by sending in your comments, suggestions, and of course, opinions. And let us all be partakers in the effort to rebuild our nation. In an effort to rebuild our nation, Nigeria. Nigeria is endowed with vast human and natural resources. We must not allow clueless and irresponsible leaders to be the deciders of our destiny. We must not allow irresponsible leaders who are criminals, irrespective of their educational qualification, to become the deciders of our fate and the fate of our children yet unborn. These loans must be repaid. These loans must be repaid, even though they have found their ways in the hands and pockets of the few. But it is a collective, it is the commonwealth of us all that is at stake at this point in time. And therefore, we must not allow people who have no business with leadership, people who have no skills in managing people and materials and resources to be the deciders of the fate of a nation of over 200 million, the most populous black nation in the world. Let us stand today and join forces with all positive and progressive minded citizens of our nation to rebuild our nation and to punish those that have brought us this far in this abysmal, disgraceful situation. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria belongs to us all. We must all be partakers of the effort in rebuilding the nation. The insecurity in Nigeria has caused so much to the extent that we have people speaking out, providing solutions that are workable. But the government of the day, are they listening? Are they listening? Are they really ready to do the needful to stem this tide? That calls for questioning. What is the solution? I am going to play a short video about the insecurity in the nation and people that have ideas as to what needs to be done. They have profound solutions, but nobody is listening to them. One of such is this. Just have a listen.
We cannot, and I repeat, we cannot negotiate with these guys. We've got what it takes to crush them off. You only begin to negotiate when you've not done your homework, when you've not put in all what you should put in place. So when they have taken over your kids or your citizens and hold them ransom, there is nothing you can do.
Well, hello. Oh, anyway, yeah, that's one of retired generals. He is very emphatic as to what needs to be done to stem this tide. He has provided solutions and presented papers in different fora as to what can be done, and if possible, invited to play a part. But if somebody is listening from somewhere, nobody knows. But we'll keep on doing our best and sensitizing the public to the ills in our nation. Today, the dollar to the naira is about over $700, over 700 naira to the dollar. What is this that is going on? Will the citizens do something about this? Is the central bank governor clueless as to what needs to be done? Is the Minister of Finance clueless as to what needs to be done? Is the National Economic Council clueless as to what needs to be done? The country is in a mess. Inflation is soaring high. The currency is overdevalued, and our leaders have not found a solution to any of these problems. Insecurity in the land, fueled by corruption and greed on the part of the political class. We heard it from grapevine and from so many posts in the social media and in the regular news that these terrorists that are in the bush all over the nation, they were invited at the instance of a politician in the past for the purpose of election. They were funded, and there are facts in the news to corroborate this, but no one has been brought to book in terms of all this. No one has been arrested and brought to book. Even some of the implicated persons are in government and they are still there deciding the fate of the people, and Nigerians are standing aloof and watching. Oh my goodness, this is disheartening. Nigerians need to stand up, get prepared for 2023 election, since people are getting worried. Life does not killings on a daily basis. This is becoming a normal in our society that used to be very peaceful, where inter-ethnic and communal lifestyle has always been the order of the day. People from the north loving those from the north, south, east, and west without any biases. Today, the nation has witnessed an all-time division in every ramification: religious divide, ethnic and tribal divide, social divide, and all whatnot. Nigeria needs a savior. Nigeria needs a savior to rescue the remains from the hands of the thieves, the hands of the criminals that have funded and invited and sponsored bandits and terrorists into our nation. We need to stem this tide. Nigeria is in reverse gear. Borrowing is an all-time high. The Accountant General of the Federation, who has stolen billions, is granted bail. But the petty thief in the street that only stole for hunger purpose just to feed his stomach is denied, does not even have access to bail. Is that a country that we want to be proud of? We must stop this tide. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. The Accountant General of the Federation that has stolen over 100 billion. This is the only known. The ones that are hidden that are not known, only God knows. He's been granted bail, but the petty thief that has no job, that just wanted to find something to eat to survive for that day, will be plunged into jail without any access to justice. But these people that were spoon-fed by the nation, sent on free education by the nation, rode on the nation's wealth, got diploma jobs from everywhere, and still stealing after all the good the nation has done for them. No, there must be consequences for every action in our nation. There must be consequences. The bad political decisions of our leaders, there must be consequences. The lies in their manifestos to deceive people to vote for them, apart from use of thuggery and intimidation, there must be consequences. Nigeria is grinding to a halt. It's in reverse gear right now. Currency is on the free fall. Leaders are clueless. What is the solution? Let me know your take on this. Send us a comment, suggestions on how to move the nation forward and stem this tide. I am again yours truly, J. Ezefu Okale, your regular host on this program. This program comes to you under the auspices of the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, and the program is Eyes on Corruption. The program comes to you every Thursday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And we are live on multiple social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, gcsdn.org website, and of course, YouTube. Send us your comments, suggestions, and solutions to these problems, and we'll gladly respond to you. So, gentlemen and ladies, stay back and watch this we are embarking on quiz for secondary schools in Nigeria, and it is for people to be properly acquainted with the situation in the country and
Invitation. Principals and proprietors of public and secondary schools in Nigeria are hereby invited to register 2 of their students for the first national quiz competition on the Nigerian Constitution for secondary schools in Nigeria. Commencement date 1st October 2022. Deadline for registration 15th August 2022. Registration fee free. Venue virtual. Prizes to be won by the 6 best schools include millions of naira, laptops, laptops, copies of the Nigerian Constitution, and lots more. Please request a free application form by sending an email to write.gcsdn@gmail.com or gcsdn@gcsdn.org. You cannot stand for your rights if you don't know your rights.
This project is powered by the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, and the Rescue Me Now Data and Media Limited.
Signed, Dr. Edmond Ike, Project Administrator.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. The Eyes on Corruption is the program, and today's topic is Nigeria in reverse gear, currency on the free fall, and leaders are clueless. What is the solution? While Nigerians are making waves in every part of the globe in different fields of human endeavor, the political leaders in Nigeria and their collaborators are wickedly running the nation amok, taking the patience and tenacity of the average Nigerian for granted. We must not continue like this. Go and get your PVC to make a loud statement in the 2023 general elections.
We're taking over. We're taking over. We're taking over. We're taking over. Somebody wave your PVC with a shot. Come on, wave it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, go and get your PVC and make a loud statement in the 20.
Country people, country people, how many times I call on?
Continue.
We dey do the same thing and we dey expect different results. Not be juju be that. If you don't reach 18 years, you never do your PVC. Or you don't do your PVC, you never go collect them. Now you be the problem we dey face for this country. Now you. Go INEC office. May you see people PVC full them me. Una not go collect them. Una go sit down for corner. They say, I would like to vote, but my vote not go count. How your vote won't take count? Where you not go vote?
Do I know?
Vote not they count. Now politicians they bribe to buy votes. This time around, our vote must count.
Okay.
You know why? Because the INEC of before, not be the INEC of now. Because they don't tell to hear the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Why the old one not agree come out? And I will not register. The way for register, you too far. I not go feel reach that place on election day. My dear, go any INEC office. Go do change of venue. They go carry your polling unit, call your area. It's not be even your domot.
You're telling me the truth.
So, not let anything disenfranchise you, because the strength of the oppressor lies in the display of the people's abysmal ignorance. See, don't make me speak English now.
Sorry.
Our mood don't do. I believe and I stand for a better Nigeria. In-law, we not get money. Now body take the work for marriage or for burial. As for me, I don't enter house. Nothing there outside.
On that note, we bring this program to a halt. This program comes to you every Thursday at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And the program is Eyes on Corruption. Thank you, and thank you for staying with us.